Hello, Francesca here again to talk to you about the colour potential cards. And as I said in my last video, I'm going to start talking about the colours that I chose to go in the deck. There are 17 colours, each with 3 positive qualities assigned to that colour. Now, it's really important for me as a painter to learn to love all of these colours. And as an art historian, I was beyond thrilled to be researching the history of these colours. And so today we're going to look at yellow. And this is the handbook that accompanies the cards, 80 pages, me being me, it's very comprehensive. And here's the page on yellow. It's got a page about the history of the colour, religiously, politically, socially. And then on the facing page, there's a section on each card, each of the 3 cards that go with yellow, and why you might have picked that card. So if you pick a card and you're not too sure how that relates to your issue, remember, what is the positive quality within me I can bring out to help resolve this issue, then you have 11 lines with just prompts as to why you might have picked that card. So I'm going to give you a few fun facts about yellow, or not so fun, as the case may be. You may not think of it as a very political colour, but in 10th century China, only the imperial family were allowed to wear yellow. And if you were caught wearing yellow, you were executed. And the entrance to the imperial palace was known as the Yellow Door. In European history, in the medieval sumptuary laws, these laws, very extensive laws that governed what people could wear, Jews and prostitutes were required to wear yellow as a form of identification. This carries on through the Renaissance times, and any art historians out there will know that Judas is portrayed in a yellow cloak. This is because obviously he was considered Jewish, and at this time worshippers would have been mainly illiterate, so every saint, every member of the Holy Family had either a specific colour to wear or an attribute, as they were called. St. Lucy, for instance, holds her eyes in a bowl because that's how she was martyred. So it's really great fun, art history. Anyway, Judas in his yellow cloak. This then leads to the idea of yellow as a colour of betrayers, your yellow-bellied, things like that. That's also on the page. And then, of course, if we come to the 20th century, this idea of Jews in yellows transfers to the Nazis making the Jews wear yellow stars during the Holocaust. So that's the kind of research you will find on the page for yellow. And I'm just going to read the first paragraph. Now, bear in mind, I am not a writer, but when it comes to writing about colour, I can get quite enthusiastic. So, yellow is like sherbet effervescing on the tongue. Told you. Its greeting a sparkling yell of triumph. Woohoo! Yellow bursts with bounty from the salutation of spring blooms to the mellow au revoir of autumn. Just as it spans the range from acid sharpness to convivial glow, so yellow is stark in conflicting symbolism. Yellow stands for cowardice and courage, humility and divinity, derision and respect, growth and decay, rulers and outcasts, traitors and heroes. So that's the first paragraph from the page on yellow. And I'm just going to talk about one of the cards, which is a yellow card, and it is this. Intelligence. Now, yellow is the only colour that can provide be its own light source, be a light source, which is just amazing. And so this is why intelligence is yellow. So this is not intelligence about being very academic and, you know, knowing everything about everything at all. This is your personal intelligence, your emotional intelligence. So the reason it is yellow is that it's the idea that you shine a slightly different light on the issue. So I have an issue I can't resolve. What positive power in me can I bring out to help resolve that issue? and you pick intelligence, yellow, what it's asking you to do, and the trouble with issues, what I find anyway, is they get mired in repetition for a start off, same issue coming up over and over again, but also in the details of what actually happened, who said this, who did that. This card is asking you to take a step back. Use your intelligence, view it slightly differently. You have a lot of intelligence. Use it to shine a different light onto this issue and see if you can just resolve it from a different way. So that let that light source, not easy to say, shine on this issue. Look at it slightly differently and see if you can help shift it a little. So that's yellow for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining me in colour.